Alright, welcome back to another episode on the Crossbar channel. Today's video, we're discussing Euro qualifier of France and Ireland. The game just ended. France won 1-0 in a very complicated game for Les Bleus, but they managed to put it off. 1-0 was a score. So yeah, let's dissect a little bit to what happened, who did what, when, and where. And yeah, so let's go. So yeah, France won the game 1-0. The goal scored by Benjamin Pavard, always scoring bangers. He did it again. The right winger from Bayern Munich didn't play the first game though. It was Koundé that started, and today he started and he took his chances. That's why you need some players to play beyond what they're supposed to be playing. He's been heavily criticized a lot in the French national team that he's not good enough or he's not technical enough for the French national team. A lot of people would prefer to have even close, and instead of Benjamin Pavard to be a number 2 behind Koundé, but he delivers. He's a solid defender. I think the reason why he's really that good is because for once he's a central defender really who plays on the wing. So I think that's what Deschamps likes him a lot. He gives him that solidity, and you can tell that's this DJ Deschamps style. Even Jules Koundé is not really a right winger. I think Deschamps likes those center back that can play on the wing too. I think they give him that extra solidity, especially when someone like Mbappe is not defending like at all. So he can't afford to have Theo Hernandez and another right back who's going to be up in there. Like a player like Hakimi, as great as Hakimi is, I love Hakimi. To me, he's probably the best right back in the world. But if you're going to have Hakimi on the right and Theo Hernandez in the left, that French defense would concede a lot of goals. For the simple fact that, yeah, on the right, Kingsley Coman defends a lot, or Colomwani today, but Mbappe doesn't. So Deschamps kind of compensate by having pretty much, sometimes he will play with the back four will be 4 center backs, like literally. But not this time though. He had Theo Hernandez, who's to me the best left back now, with Alphonso Davies and Zinchenko and Nuno Mendes, and to me those are the top left back in the world. But that's not here nor there. So France won the game 1-0 away from home after dismantling Netherlands 4-0 in their first game. Now they clear 6 points. The 3 point ahead of Netherlands. Then Netherlands won today against who they beat today? Gibraltar, was it? Did they beat today? I think it was. But yeah, France is number 1, 3 point clear ahead. The starting 11, you can tell Deschamps wanted to switch things around and play some of the guys that didn't play in the first game. He started Marc Mignon, of course, the goalkeeper, started in the left. Theo Hernandez, Upamecano, and Konate. It's been a solid pair so far. I thought it would be this solid because they're pretty strong. They're smart defenders, athletic, and they have pace, both of them. Really, it's a really pacey defense. Today, except Benjamin Pavard, who's not that pacey. Theo Hernandez, of course, is pacey. Upamecano and Konate are definitely pacey for a central defender. And they're physical and somewhat tall, especially Konate. I think it's like 6'4". I think Upamecano might be 6'1", I think. But he has a really good forward jump. Then Pavard, Rabiot, Camavinga, and Griezmann. Griezmann, such an outstanding player. I mean, Griezmann. I mean, if you're looking for a captain, I understand why Mbappe is the captain, because this is the era now where the star of the team has to be the captain. Not that it has to be, but de facto is the captain. The best player usually now becomes the captain. Before it used to be the natural leader is the captain. But now we've seen it before. We've seen it with, of course, Messi has to be the captain. Cristiano Ronaldo has to be the captain. We've seen that more and more in clubs where the more dangerous player offensively or the best player becomes the captain. But Griezmann did play a tremendous game. I love his game. He was offensive and defensively. He did his job. Camavinga I didn't like so much. Honestly, I was a little irritated at him at times. His game, I don't know, he played too much short passes. He doesn't. When he used to play for Stade Rennais, he used to have that deep passing ability. Now I think he's just comfortable getting the ball and passing it to the left. He always come back. I know he's left-footed, but he always come back to that easy pass to Rabiot, short pass to Griezmann. I mean, some players have made career out of it. Thiago Motta is the one I think about quickly, but Camavinga need to do more. He need to do more. But he was not bad. He was not poor today, but I just think he can do more. And then we had Mbappe, Olivier Giroud, and Colomwani on the right. I definitely did not like Colomwani on the right. He did his best, but that's not his position, really. Colomwani should play. But it's the dilemma that the show's going to have. Are you going to play Colomwani center forward or Giroud? They're not the same profile. But I understand that Giroud had to play today because he didn't play the first game. And Giroud is the leading scorer of French national team. And he's productive, to be honest. And he brings something different for a player like Mbappe, as far as like holding the ball and passing it in the side. But Colomwani did his thing on the right. You can tell he was not comfortable necessarily, but that didn't keep him for playing a really good game. He had a good game on that right side, right hand side. And I had the feeling that they were going to sub him for Musa Diaby at some point in the game, and that's exactly what happened. I was not much impressed by Diaby, who's a player that I love a lot. I've loved Diaby since he was in PSG. But yeah, it wasn't as impressive as I thought it would be. Colomani did his thing, but yeah, it was a difficult game for the French off attacking side. And the Irish, they play a really good game at home, solid. They stayed together. They weren't defending the whole game. You can tell they were trying to, get the ball out of the six ball yard cleanly. They were passing. They were trying some things. They didn't pack the bus, and that's what made the game somewhat pleasant to watch. It wasn't a great game to watch, really, but it was somewhat pleasant thanks to the Irish player that did not just park the bus. And yeah, they made it fun. Other than that, the table is as follows. France is still first, 2 game, 2 Ws, 6 point clear. Greece, 1 game, 1 W. Netherlands has a win and a loss, so Greece is still number one, even though Greece hasn't played second game yet. And Gibraltar has no point at all, and same for Ireland. So yeah, that's it for the French group. Again, to me, my man of the match will be Antoine Griezmann for his work rate, offensively and defensively. He's really, I think he's probably the only player that can, his vision, I mean, his passing ability, and he's productive. Like, he's industrial. You can see him defending on the corner, and the next opportunity is right inside the box yard. He's becoming I guess he's always been a box to box attacking player. But now that they play in the midfield, you can tell a player is good when he can reinvent himself as a midfield, which is not an easy task. Especially in the central midfield, you have to be able to defend. Not everyone can come from a striker, from a winger to a striker to a central midfield when you have to defend most of the time. And he's doing it well, and he has a heart. And I like it about Griezmann. But yeah, French won 1-0, got the 6 point over the 2 games, and yeah, that's it about that topic.